Hello, my name is Tally and I am doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio. Hopefully you're having a good day when you come across this video. I'm just shuffling your cards and waiting for cards to pop out. So they're just sort of floating out, which is interesting. Like almost gracefully. Whoa! And I spoke too soon. Need a couple more cards here for you, Scorpio. And my last one for this batch. This is the January readings that I'm doing right now. So whoa. I gotta take that one. That one just popped so perfectly. Okay. So I think I'm going to start here. So first card out we got is the Ace of Swords, and to clarify that, we're getting the Strength card. So maybe just being strong to, admit or speak a truth, I want to say admit to something. I don't know why, because swords are usually like, communication, but maybe just having the strength to admit some sort of truth, even if this is not admitting to somebody else in a relationship. Maybe it's admitting something to yourself. Maybe it's, maybe you've recently come to some sort of realization, and so on what you truly want in a relationship, or what you truly want in a situation, and so maybe it's time to admit that so you can move forward with this person. Maybe you've been held back while I'm saying move forward, but so the next card out we're getting is the King of Cups in reverse, and to clarify that, we're getting the Queen of Swords. So maybe you've been really detached from, maybe you've been making decisions in a really detached way from, what you truly want inside, or your true emotions, or what you truly feel. Maybe you're, being like, I just think of the Queen of Swords sometimes can be really cutthroat. So just like cutting things out, thinking that that was going to be the answer, but really not tapping into what you truly feel, being really detached from your emotions, maybe trying to make a decision based on logic, like, oh, well, logically this would be the best option for my situation or for my relationship. If I, do it like this, then, we're going to have, a perfect situation here, right? Like, whereas, not really tapping into what you truly feel, and isn't. And I'm just feeling like at the bottom of this deck, I kind of want to go here next. So at the bottom of this deck, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So maybe, something or someone you're truly going, or you're going after, maybe you're going after because of more of a logical reason, versus, them really truly fulfilling you, right? Like maybe you feel like, well, this is the best way to do it, or this is the best person to be with because, they got the car, they got the job, they got their crap together, they got, this, and this. They're just like maybe Mrs. or Mr. Perfect in the checklist, but maybe there's no passion, there's no emotion, there's no true fulfillment there, right? Like there's no, yeah, so just, I guess, emphasizing that making a decision based on logic versus emotion. Um, So really needing to admit what your feelings, what your true feelings are regarding the person or regarding the situation. So the next card out we're getting is the Three of Cups. And to clarify that, we're getting the Six of Swords. So maybe this is why you've been sort of like cutting yourself off from situations or certain people, maybe because you don't want to feel that emotion. Maybe you're not wanting to like, I just think in terms of emotion, so why wouldn't we want to share our emotion? Like, why wouldn't somebody follow, what they truly feel? Well, maybe this is a person that has been hurt before. Maybe when they allowed their emotions to sort of carry them in a relationship or into, whatever partnership we're talking about here, like maybe, that sort of like came back to bite them, right? And so now they just sort of want to walk away from emotion or, this relationship, this just, to almost like as a protection, as a, well, if I make this decision based on logic, well, that can't hurt me because I have no feelings invested in it. I have no emotion invested in it. So technically, if this person ever leaves me, they won't, upset me as much as maybe I've been upset in the past. Yeah, so, but I mean, if you are, choosing like that and you're not going after your emotion, you're sort of walking away from, in my opinion, like this is sort of being seen as sort of the goodness in relationships, when we are fully invested, like, with our emotions, we're sharing and giving love. Like we're getting and we're receiving, what's the proper word here? We're receiving and giving love with others. And like, that's like the highest vibration anybody can have, right? And so why, I mean, I guess I get why if you've been hurt in the past, but like, I think maybe this person won't hurt you, right? Maybe you won't get hurt. Maybe this will be, the partner forever, or maybe the partnership, or this will stick, and can you imagine having the rest of your lifetime with somebody that you have this like receiving and giving love with, like, and there's no pain included in that? Like, that would be awesome, versus living your life logically, not feeling anything, but I mean, you're also not getting hurt, right? It's like there's almost like a little bit of risk, right? If to jump all in to go after the thing, your dream, right? To go after the love. yeah, you might get hurt, but like if you don't, right, if this ends up being your solid partner, then like this is gonna be, you're gonna live your life not just like passing the time, you're gonna be living your life, you're gonna be loving your life, right? Like, so I think it's worth the risk. It's worth putting yourself out there, right? And at the bottom of this deck, we're getting the Five of Cups. So maybe this talks about I'm thinking this talks about the pain from the past, right? Maybe someone or something was lost in the past that sort of created that pain or that unwillingness to follow your heart, and more so follow your head, right? And at the bottom of this deck, we're getting the Gratitude card. So I think maybe one way to view the past differently, or this loss, whatever this loss is talking about, is to just, think about what are you grateful for in terms of that experience. Like, yeah, it caused pain at the time, but we all develop from pain. We all grow from pain. Like, just, pain highlights the things that maybe we don't want, kind of like Esther Hicks, right? Or, yeah, I can't remember. Is it Esther Hicks? Where she talks about, or she channels Abraham, right? Esther. But yeah, how they talk about, manifestation and just focusing on the good, or what's working out for you, and sort of seeing the good in. I lost my train of thought because I was trying to think of her name there. I think just being grateful for your experiences from the past, and once you're able to sort of see them in a different light, I think it's sort of like, I think frees up its hold on you, right? Like, because if we're attached to that pain, oh, I know where I was going with it. Okay, so like Esther says, when you're finding, or when things happen to you that you don't like, that you didn't like experiencing, it's just an indicator as to what you don't want in your reality, right? In your dream. So like, we have to experience sometimes negative things in order to highlight what we really do want. And so maybe that's kind of what I'm feeling from this card, is like, yeah, the loss sucked. It like was a bad experience. But it highlighted to you what you really do want, right? And the path or the dream that you really do want to pursue, versus the logical, what makes sense technically. All logical words there, but so that's the message I'm getting for you, Scorpio. I hope you follow your heart. Until next time, see you.